Secretary of State John Kerry is finishing his second year in the post. He has taken plenty of hits, but has a few high marks. So how's he doing overall? Chief Washington correspondent James Rosen takes a look at the report card. James.
John, good morning. If John Kerry stays on as Secretary of State through the end of President Obama's term, then the chairman of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee in years past will fast be approaching the midpoint of his tenure as America's top diplomat. Among the year's notable successes for Kerry was his personal intervention this summer with Afghanistan's feuding presidential candidates Abdullah Abdullah and Ashraf Ghani. Kerry persuaded them to accept the results of a binding recount in their contested election and to share power. Kerry also recruited dozens of nations to join Washington in the fight against ISIS, the jihadist army that claimed one-third of the territory of Iraq and Syria. The rise of ISIS occurred on the watch of Misters Obama and Kerry, of course, but where the commander-in-chief memorably confessed we don't have a strategy yet, it was Kerry who worked swiftly to cobble the coalition that began driving ISIS from strategic locales like the Haditha Dam. At a holiday reception honoring families of Foreign Service officers stationed overseas, Kerry emphasized the importance of America's diplomatic mission.
The number of letters we get, the number of stories we hear personally when I travel, walk into an embassy, hear what people are doing. It's an extraordinary statement about commitment and service to nation, but not just service to nation. Service to a set of values that are bigger than any single one of us individually.
Kerry's greatest frustration this year was the collapse of the peace talks he engineered between Israel and the Palestinians and the subsequent souring of U.S.-Israeli relations, something to which Kerry personally contributed. John.
James Rosen at the State Department. Well, I'm sorry, James, you're actually in Washington, but same sort of thing.
You bet.
Thanks, James.
Just